All right, let's take those shoulder rolls to the back and to the front. And big reach and squat. One more. And then we'll take our cactus, squeeze those elbows together, forward fold, little sway side to side, bringing it up for our side stretch. That feels good. And going again. Bringing it up for a side stretch each way and into reverse lunges. Keep those shoulders dropped. Go ahead and pull the abs in, and we'll take a rotation over that front leg. One more, and moving into lateral lunges. Pushing those hips to the back. And taking it into curtsy lunges. These are good for stretching out that calf muscle and also our ankle, dorsiflexion in our ankle. One more, and we'll move into single leg reach. So pulling those abs in, pulling our shoulders back. You just want to take your body forward, let that leg come up, switching sides. Taking your time. And we also want to come up at about the same rhythm or speed that we go down. That's the plan anyway. We'll do one more. This is great. Nice and balanced this morning on a Monday. We'll take it into our inchworms. So forward fold, walking it out, hitting a push-up knees or toes, and taking a big dragonfly stretch each way. When you walk it in and out, it's good to give a good stretch in that forward fold, stretching your back out, taking your time. This warm-up exercise is a great hip opener, back opener. It's actually also a strength move as well. And we're going to do 3 of them. So I'm starting my third one. Push-ups work all of your upper body and your core. And then I'm going to take it on all fours. When I finish that one, get my wrists right under my shoulders and take a cat and cow. So big inhale and exhale. Going again. And one more. And then coming to a stable back. I'm going to wag the tail of that dog and add a foot across. And then the other ones, I'm just looking at my foot, adding extra flow in my back. Coming back to neutral spine and moving into bird dog. So I'm going to extend one arm and opposite leg and trying not to have movement in my body as I do this. Just movement in my arm and leg and staying stable. Okay, going into some bird dog crunches. So staying on one side, opposite arm of leg still, but reach and fold. We'll do 8 on each side. And then I'm switching sides. I want to pull abs in and tighten up the glutes. And then bringing it into a child's pose. Best part of the warm-up, right? Reaching far in front, really stretching out that back. Now letting arms come to one side of the mat, leaning the other way. And then switching it out. Okay, we are going to start on our mat today with some core. So I'm going to get our timer and set it so that we will do 30-second sets of abdominal, well, actually all core moves. So just if you need a drink or something or need to bring your water down, you can. We're going to start on our back with our hands behind our head and just a little basic crunch. All right, ready? Let's go. So just lift and lower. I'm not yanking on my neck. I'm just lifting up. And as I lift, I'm tightening up those abs, kind of pressing into the mat, keeping my fingers and toes relaxed, using my hands to support my head, getting some forward flexion, contracting right here. 4, 3, 2. I'm going to move right into a penguin. So my hands go by my side and reach and reach. Let's go. So now I'm reaching. If this bothers your neck at all, just take your hand behind your head, stay on one side for about 5 reps, and then switch sides. Trying to make our waistline work right here. So we're going not the forward flexion on this one. This is lateral flexion. Moving to the side. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I'm going to put my knees on imaginary chair and do a reverse sit up. So just a little lift right here. Let's go. So knees go toward my face and my feet go up toward the ceiling. So this is working lower in my abdominals than when we did the crunch at the beginning. So I was lifting my upper body. Now I'm lifting my lower body. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Just pull the thighs in. Now we're going to do a rotational move with a bicycle. So hands behind the head, legs on a chair, and reaching out and up and over. Bicycling. Ooh, I'm already starting to feel those abs. Hope you are too. It's 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull them in, and we're going to quickly turn over and do a Superman with a cactus pull. So arms in front. We'll come right here like we did on our cactus standing, except now we're really working those back muscles. Let's go. Back extensors, part of our core. I'm coming down, but not resting in between each one. So I just lightly let my fingertips, my toes, and my nose tap, and then come right back to it. 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're ending with the plank stabilization. So we're coming up on our forearms. Ready? Up and hold. We're going to do 3 rounds. So this is the end of our first round. We will end our second round with a side plank instead of a front plank. And then the third round with the end will end with the other side plank. So everything's tight here. I can get a little lazy, but squeezing my glutes, pulling my abs in, pulling my thighs toward each other. That's the way we're holding. 3, 2, and 1. Turn it back over to start round 2 with that same crunch. So fingers behind the head, supporting, ready, go. Strong core means we're going to have a strong back, going to have a good base of support for all those activities we do during our day. Really crunching, folding in at the top of this. 3, 2, and 1. You have a few seconds to rest, so always feel free to stretch your back, pulling the thighs in, but we're moving into penguins. Ready, go. Good idea to picture those penguins while you're doing these. To bring a little smile to your face. These are bent knee penguins. Woo, keep those abs in nice and tight. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Now we'll be doing that reverse sit up. So my hands are going a little bit under my hips. Ready, let's go. When I do these straight leg, I always call them heels to heaven. I'm doing them bent knee because I want us to focus on towards the chest and then towards the ceiling. So they're still really heels to heaven. Lifting up. And we also try on these not to fall onto our hands. So on the way back, we have 2 more. Try to control it. 1 more. Nice, done. We'll move into bicycles next. Hands behind the head, legs on a chair, and go. Imaginary chair, that is. Up and over. I like to start these with the legs on a chair because it's more challenging if that leg is a little higher, the bent leg. Really makes us come up and over. Three, 2, 1. Good. We're going to turn it over. Go to those Superman with the cactus pole. Kind of funny to combine those 2 terms. Ready, go. Joshua, my 3-year-old grandson, was wearing a mask yesterday. It was really just a sleeping mask, but he was wearing it on his forehead and calling himself Superman, telling me Superman was a good guy and that he can fly. I was thinking, I don't always love Superman when we're doing them as an exercise. 1 more, but I didn't tell him that. All right, roll to the side. We have a side plank. Remember your options. Bottom knee can be bent or both straight. Let's go. Lift it up, or top leg in front would be a medium of those 2. Just holding here. We're doing a stabilization in a side plank. Kind of squeeze those thighs together, lift the hips, shoulders directly over the elbow. These look great. We're holding 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring it down. 1 more round, friends. Take it to your back. Maybe a little thigh pull to stretch it out. We'll go right back to that basic crunch. Ready, go. Nothing like starting our Monday off with a lot of abdominal work. Lift and crunch. I'll give a 1 second pause at the top of these, almost like an isometric hold. 3, 2, 1. Whew. Pulling in, we'll go to penguins next. Ready, and go. Reach and reach. Maybe go a little further. You can turn your palms down or your palms in towards your feet. Might mix it up. See if you reach further one way or the other. And are you reaching equally on your sides? Like, do you reach as far on your right as you do on your left? And rest. Pull in again. We're going to go to lower abdominals. So our heels to heaven. Little reverse crunch. Ready, go. Remember, we control it on the way back so we don't fall onto our hands. Nice. These look great. Good control. Lift and slow lower. Lift, control, down. Lift and lower. You could also try to give a 1 second hold at the top of this one. Not easy for me to say, right? Woo, one more. Pulling in, we will move to our bicycle. Put those legs on a chair and go. I'll be so ready to do upper body strength work. How about you? Be done with the abs. Not that this is an upper body strength work. It is. 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. We get to turn it over. Superman with the cactus. Ready and go. Maybe try not even touching down, just coming back to that position, but not touching the ground. 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Okay, we have the other side plank. We're going to finish strong right here. Get that form ready, lift and hold. Tighten up, hips lifted, glutes squeezed, abs in, thighs tight. Just holding here. Nice job. Keep it up with the form. Don't get lazy. I was tempted. I had to tighten up again. Hold 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Nice work. I'm just doing a little forward fold, stretching it out. We're going to move right into our chest and back set. So, you know, chest and back, strong muscle groups. We're going to stay at our mat. We're going to do, we'll do both chest press and chest flies in our set. Back is going to stay back pulls, except on our back, not seated. All right. So we're going for heavy weights. Whew. Speaking of, I need some heavier ones. We're starting in 15 seconds. So you get yours. I'm going to start with a chest press. All right, starting in 5, right there on your back. Ready? Let's go. Up and down. Chest, like I said, is a very strong muscle group. So challenge yourself. Slight pelvic tilt or back in neutral spine. Do what feels good to you, but no extra movement in the back as you're doing these. It's just 30 seconds, so not long. One more. Whew. Okay, on my lat pull, I have to go a little bit lighter than my chest press. Get ready. Bridging up, weights together, and go. Good, looking good. And the hips can always go to the mat if you feel like it's compromising your form, or if you just need to fully focus on the back muscles that you're using. One more. Nice. Weights down. We're going to chest flies. So that's an open and close. I'm just going to put my legs on imaginary chair, leave them there, and go. You can put the feet down. Woo. One more. Nice. Put those weights down. We're going to do wipers instead of our lat pull. So grab those weights. It's a back exercise, arms up, and here we go. So chest and back are opposing muscle groups. And so that's why I'm not really giving us a rest of no weight. I'm just going from one to the next, but chest and back. So we're going to go to chest press again. Did you hear me? Yeah, hopefully you heard me say we were done. Okay, chest press like we did at the beginning. I'm going to put those legs back on a chair this time. Let's go. We have 2 more. Oh, last one. Woo! Okay, we're going to bridge up. I'm going to try to stay with my super heavies. We're doing the lat pull. Ready? Let's go. Since I'm doing that, I'm going to go ahead and put my hips down. Oh, you do you. These are long arms, so not our skull crusher. We're using back. Oh, one more. Wow, that was hard. Okay, we're going to go to iron cross. Chest fly, leg lifts. Ready and go. or a different option with your legs, up to you. Two more. One more. Oh, we'll be going to wipers next. Whew. All right, let's get those weights. Take them up. Ready, go. I stayed with my super heavies. That was a great choice for me, even though it's hard, but it's only 30 seconds. We want to feel very fatigued at the last rep. 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo. Weights down. Ah. Good break. Pull those thighs in. Okay, we're going to rock a few and bring it to our feet. Trying always to not use our hands. Hashtag goals, right? Ah. Okay. A great time to sip some water. Now, our next sets are going to be with a count instead of with the timer. So you're probably going to want to change up or have a few sets of weights around. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to start with 10 swings right here. So just 10 swings. Then we're going to go to 12 Arnold presses. So palms are facing in, and we go front, lift, down, and back in. So you got that. So rotate, press overhead, back to here, and back to here. Then we will do, then we'll do 14 lunge, reverse lunge, overhead triceps, 7 each leg with the lunge position. If that doesn't work for your back, just stay standing. And then we're going to do 16, but actually 16 of our curls, but they'll be in 4 man makers. So that's down with weights, down, back with the legs, jumping back, push up, row, row, stand it up, and we'll do 4 curls, and we'll do 4 times. I know, right? So many fun things to look forward to. So you can grab weights or dumbbell. I'll grab weights on this first one. I've got 2 pretty heavies. I'm going to do 10 swings. I've got 2 of my 15s, which is a little awkward to hold. If you have a kettlebell, I recommend that. All right, ready? Let's go. 10 of these. My 10. 10. Woo. Okay, Arnold. I'm lightening up just a bit. All right, right here. Abs in, knees slightly bent. Glute squeeze. Let's go. Front, lift, down, and back. Front, lift, down. So we have 12 of these. This is number 3. Good, you're doing great. These take forever, right? This is number 10. It's because we have so many moves in this one. We're doing 12. Our shoulder is a rotational joint. Here's number 12. Woo! It's a rotational joint, and so we want to move it through the different directions, or we are on that one. I don't know if we want to, but we are. Okay, we're going for 14 overhead triceps. I'm going to do them in a lunge if that works, or you can do them standing. 7 on each leg. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, looking strong. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Switch legs. 7 more. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Whew. Oh, it feels so hard. Okay, we have man makers. So holding your weights. Now I'm going to jump into these, but you're welcome to step back instead of jumping. All right, here we go. So weights down, jumper step, push up, knees or toes, row and row, each side. Now we're doing 4 curls when you get up. Good. And then we're going again. Oh, we're going, yeah, we're going again. We have 4 of them. I got a little confused with what I was doing. Push up, row and row, and then 4 curls. Good, looking super strong. Way to go. Going again. Push up, row and row, 4 curls. We have 1 more. Do the push-ups on your knees. You can stay on your knees or not for your rows. Woo, 4 curls. And then you're done. Not all done, of course. Shake it out, grab a drink, and we'll repeat that set. Awesome job. Okay, we started with 10 swings. If you need to, give a little stretch, biceps and fascia before you pick up those weights. Or I'm going to hold my kettlebell this time. Easier to hold, but I wanted to do the weights last time to show you it's doable with either dumbbells or kettlebells. All right, we have 10 of them. We ready? Let's go. Squeeze my glutes. Let the power come from my backside. Woo, just 10. 12 of our Arnolds. All right, get those weights, get your form. Let's go. Front, lift, down, in. Good. That looks great. Fingers and toes relaxed. When you bring the shoulders back, intentionally drop the shoulders so they're not hunching up by your ears. This is my number 8. We're getting close. Woo. This is my number 12. You can put them down for a quick second. It's good to release the weight. We'll be doing that overhead tricep for 14. All right, let's grab those weights. Ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Switch legs. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, man. Okay, we've got our man makers. We got this. I'm going to go a little bit heavier than I did last time. Give yourself a full out challenge. Ready? Let's go. Whew. Good. It's 4 curls. Down, back, push up, row and row. Jumper, step in, 4 curls. Keep your pace up. Got to get them in. Woo. Such a great challenge on these man makers. Getting all of our upper body working. Okay, I've got one more. I have to really tighten up my glutes on those so I don't use my whole body. Sometimes we do this and you can see that's my back. We want to just focus on the biceps. I'm going to give it a stretch. Okay, we're going to go through one more round really fast. I'm going to make it a little shorter, just slightly at the end. Okay, so we're going to start with those swings. Grab your weight. Ready? You know you've got this. 10 of them. Let's go. Ten of those. Moving right into 12 Arnold's. All right. Ready? Get your form. Let's go. Front, lift, down, in. Nice to know this is our last round of these, right? I don't go my heaviest on these shoulders, but I'm definitely fatigued out by the last one. So you can always alternate arms if you're burning out. It's a lot of thinking though. Almost there. I've got one more. Woo! Okay. We have triceps. We're doing good on time. Grab those weights. 7 each leg. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Switch. 8, 9, 10. Picture yourself strong. 12, 13, 14. Woo! I got to give it a quick stretch, just a super quick tricep stretch each side. And then we're going to man makers. Okay, we're only going to do 3. I told you I'd make it a little shorter, but on our last one, we're going to do 8 curls instead of 4. All right, ready for it? 3 man makers, 4 curls on the first 2. Let's go. Down, back, push up, row and row. Jumper step in, 4 curls. Another one just like that. You look strong. Now, guess what? Last man maker. Woo! Nobody's sad about that. Ah, that push-up felt hard. 8 curls. Woo! You look great, so strong. 8 curls, and your weights are down. Whoa. Let's hit that bicep fascia stretch again. So I'm just pulling back here. I'm going to take my head to one shoulder, a little bit of a neck stretch as well. So good. Whew. Other side. Then I'm going to take a shoulder and a calf stretch. So for my calf, I'm going to put the front foot on a weight. You could also just do both feet on the floor. For my shoulder, I'm going to pull across right here. So pulling across. Awesome work today. I felt like that went pretty fast. We were moving and working the whole time. Switch arms and legs. Not much rest. So get you some healthy protein and fiber and carbs in the next 30 minutes. Basically breakfast, right? Healthy breakfast. Okay, open and round. Oh, that feels nice. Exaggerate that. You feel those back muscles that need to stretch. We did work them early on, but we worked the back and chest again at the end. Oh, all right, pulling up and back. Pull back with those arms and then bring them overhead, and let's take a side stretch with a good pull each way. If you're okay heart rate, I think we are. Let's move into forward fold. Just rotate side to side, let the head be heavy. Bring it up. And we'll do one more of those tricep stretches. I did a quick one at the end of them, but take your hand, push back on that elbow. And then if you can pull without working the elbow, just the muscle, that's great. Pulling it over slightly. And then we'll do the other side. Always, if you have time, do more stretching. It's a great thing to do. Or stretch later in your day. It doesn't have to be done right now. All right, let's take an inhale and exhale. Woo! Awesome work.